Hoping to pump up sales, Chevrolet made the cars available to celebrities like John Wayne and the first host of NBC's Today Show, Dave Garroway.
Well, here's about the happiest automobile I've ever seen. The men who designed this had fun, and the builders and the testers had fun. And while it's never going to take the place of the family car, I, for one, am going to have a lot of fun owning it.
Earl hoped sales would improve the next year. In 1954, they were able to build more than 3,500 cars, but they still weren't selling well. Even a wider range of color choices couldn't move the cars off the lot. There was talk that the Corvette was on the way out. One person thought he knew what it needed, Zora Arcus Duntov. He became known as the father of the Corvette. Duntov told GM executives that the fix was simple: put a bigger engine in it. In 1956, GM took Duntov's suggestion and dropped its new V8 into the Corvettes. Word leaked out that more changes were coming, but would people respond?
I want a Corvette.
I thought you would.
These cars also sported a redesigned body with roll-up windows and a few more creature comforts. It had a 3-speed transmission and dual exhaust pipes built into the rear bumpers. Suddenly, people were interested in Corvettes again. Duntov took the more powerful cars to Daytona Beach to show the world that the Corvette had changed. The cars hit 150 miles per hour on the sand. They thought they finally had a car that could compete with the Europeans. Sales nearly doubled. Chevrolet gave Duntov the green light to keep working on enhancing the performance image. In 1957, he began to build a factory race car based on the Corvette. He called it the Corvette Super Sport, or SS. His goal was to have it ready for the 12-hour race at Sebring. This would be a chance to show the world that Corvettes could compete with the best that Jaguar, Ferrari and Maserati had to offer. To top it off, Duntov prepared a modified fuel-injected Chevrolet V8. The car was created in 5 months and shipped to Florida for the race. The spotlight was on the Corvette. The whole racing world was watching. The team worked on final touches, and then it was time to race. Other modified Corvettes joined the SS in the race. The SS started strongly, but quickly developed brake problems. The driver, John Fitch, had to pull the car out of the race. The rest of the team continued, but Juan Manuel Fangio took the checkered flag in his Maserati. It wasn't a total loss. One Corvette won the production GT class, and its teammates finished 15th and 16th. Duntov was determined to keep racing. But the American Automobile Manufacturing Association convinced its members to quit racing. It was an era when racing deaths were increasingly common. The big 3 auto companies didn't want the bad publicity associated with sponsoring something dangerous. Also, they feared that the public would pressure the government to add costly safety features to their passenger cars. The easy route: quit racing. There were people in GM who wanted to keep racing. One was Harley Earl's replacement, Bill Mitchell. Mitchell loved racing and thought it was important to keep the Corvette in front of the public. He took control of what was left of Duntof's racing projects. He started a plan to get it back on track. He decided to build a new car and race it as a private individual, not as part of an official corporate team. Of course, he'd use all of GM's facilities to do this, but it gave everyone cover if something went wrong. By 1959, he'd prepared a new car that used many of the pieces from the Corvette SS. It had a different look and different name, the Stingray. Mitchell tapped an accomplished amateur driver, a dentist, Dick Thompson, to pilot the car. Driving in Sports Car Club of America races, Thompson had competed in his own Corvette. Mitchell was confident that the dentist's wholesome good looks and genial manner would counteract any potentially negative publicity. Of course, he hoped Thompson would win some races too. They took the car out in April of 1959. Once again, they had brake trouble. Also, they had a new concern. The radical aviation-inspired made the car want to take off. Lift was a good feature in an airplane, but not in a race car. If they wanted to win, they had to make some adjustments to keep the wheels on the ground. It took them several months to get the car into shape. Finally, it started to win. It won the SCCA C production title in 1960 and showed that the Corvette was still alive. The popularity of the racer began to influence the thinking about styling for the next Corvette. This was first seen in the 1961 Corvettes. The four round taillights were new and gave the world a look at things to come. The big change came in 1963 with the racer-inspired Corvette Stingray. This was a breakthrough car. A powerful V8, 4-speed manual transmission and independent rear suspension indicated that the new Corvette would handle like a true sports car. The public loved the Stingray. However, it wasn't without some controversy. People thought the fastback top was great, but Mitchell's split window design was not practical. Mitchell argued that it made the car look racier, but the split ended up a lot wider than they thought. It really obstructed vision. Mitchell finally gave in. The split was gone in 1960.